Hello, this is Victor bringing a new video, and this time I want to talk about the Army on Parade 2018 and show you about the different participants. So first I will go through the different armies on parade that we have I have seen in the shop, and then I will talk a little bit about how this was scored and who are the winners. So let's start. And there were the 13 participants today, and I think more or less half and half. Well, it cannot be half and half because there are 13, but yeah, about half were 40k and the other half Age of Sigmar. So here we start with the Death Guard army. This is it's quite interesting board. It's a homemade board with what's called this with I forgot know the name, cork. Yeah, with cork, and here we see that is a Death Guard with a classic paint job and all this type of river. So it's the board of Games Workshop, and then on top he put this cork to simulate this type of river of something poisoning. The light was not very good, so sorry if the visuals are not the best. But yeah, I worked with what there was in the shop, and the light was not the best, and my camera was not doing so the pictures are not really making justice of the army. We see that he has Mortarion at the back, and here at the front there is Typhus. Here is a close-up of Typhus, quite a nicely painted one, and then at the back we have Mortarion, also quite nice paint job. And then we have this army was very interesting for me as well. Here is an army of 3 people together with Stormcast Eternals. So these are 2 units of Stormcast Eternals on the back. These are some sorcerers here. Then we have the Celestial Prime. It was a mixture of the Sun Celestine and Celestial Prime miniature. So also quite interesting page up there. And a lot of conversions on the army, on this army. So all of the units have their own personality with some characters that, or some men instead of the units that are. Every man is unique. So let me see a little bit more. Here we have, this is supposed to be the general. They said the light is not making justice. I also like a lot how he did the Griffhounds. We have the general from the other side. Quite a nice paint job, and this is the Celestial Prime. And as I said, there is a combination of the also San Celestine. Here we have the sword with the roses from San Celestine. We have also the wings combined with this type. So he put the Celestial Prime wings in a position that is making more an aura. The theme army is a vampire count theme army. So he's using Celestial Prime and 3 people to make a vampire army, and this is why the Celestial Prime is in this vortex of blood, and why they look quite. Why is the combination of these metallics with the red? Okay, there is here and there were some vampire. Here we see again. You can see also the cherubims and the Kali's with the blood there. So there was there were a lot of details and very interesting army to look. The next army was a Tau army, okay, with very striking colors, paint with this black and red combination and yeah, the dark colors, and then using the terrain from Tau on top of the base, or how it's called, this display of from the Imperium City from 40k. So sorry that some pictures are blurry. Here we see some of the ethereals, and then we have some suits. This was the tank, and then here we have a Cabasis. Cabasis, no, sorry, this is the what the name? No, the big guy from the town. Then we have a Death Army, and this is a combination of skeletons with a Spirit Host and Nagash. Yeah, we can see also all these Spirit Hosts around. There is also Banshee, and then he has also one of the new miniatures from the Night Hound. Okay, here we have Nagash with the spirits around. I think that guy is maybe he should put this more center. Is what is merging the skeletons with the spirit host, because you have both colors, and this is helping to merge both. So here we have another picture of the guy, and this is the other guy. This is the Nighthound. I don't remember the name, but it's really nicely done. There are some nicely gradients of colors, and I have to say, in real life, it's even looking better. But it goes from lighter here, much darker on the hood, and also it was quite interesting paint job. Here is and also here we have Arkham the Black as well, combining the colors that we see in the army. So the big characters are combining both colors, and then we can distinguish very well the units of a skeleton versus the spirit's host. But I think it's matching quite well. Maybe you should the display is better to put the guys that are merging both armies a little bit together and closer to. But I will say that yeah, it's quite a nice display as well. It's a personalized display and yeah. Then we have a very classic ultramarine army with Marneo's car in the middle, the new tank from the Primaris Marines, quite very imperial, very clean. It was a very clean paint job. Nice army. Also, the picture is not showing all the edge highlighting that we have seen, that you were able to see in this army. Also, we see that all the tactical marines, all the marines with zero armor were with the border on red. Okay, I don't know by heart which companies, but all seems to be from the same company. Excess Marneo's Carga and the Terminators, when it makes sense from first point of view. We can see as well at the background the wings of the Mortarion, and then I make a close-up from the other side of the Death Guard board. You can see the wings of Mortarion were nicely done as well, from this green here to brown ochres on the edge of the wings. Then there was an army dedicated to the Dark Mechanicum, where we have in the this the Chaos Tech Marine. I don't remember the name. I'm quite sorry if I don't remember all the names. Here we have Imperial Knight with some conversions. That's the main conversion was the armor plates here are not the original ones, and then the gun had parts from the Forge Fiend. Okay, so a lot of battle damage and scratches all over the place. And then combining the kills with some freehand. Here we see also what's called this, I don't remember the name, is Castellars. The robots, these are the big robots, and I like he did this type of flaming looking like OSL, working quite well on the lenses, on the weapons. So, and each unit have a different color of OSL. I guess this is to differentiate them when you are playing as well. So you can see these ones are on blue, then we have on green, and we have on red. And there was quite a nice army, and you can see also the board. The board was very nicely done. So you see this middle road, like with the eagle, with the Aquila, and then the rumble all around with these containers from the monitor on there. So it was a very interesting board, to be fair. Then we had a very curious army. This was an army of destruction from Age of Sigmar, where we have gods and spiders, and gods on the spiders and spiders, and this giant with this very peculiar paint job that is simulating the spiders. So, but I think the idea was very nice. It's making the spiders look quite. So it's we have all the spiders here with their paints of war. So the war paints, right? And it's quite an interesting concept for an army. We have a Sylvaneth army as well. This was a very nice army. I think was a very well integrated army as well, and with a lot of forest. And there were 3 forests at least and then instead of the forest, all the forests were converted. You can see that from the trees we can see parts popping out to show that are sylvanite forest. The blue, it's a very striking color, and that is put all through the army, and it helps to pop up more the army and break a little bit the green and browns and ochres that we have, the more the saturated colors. Sorry for this picture out of focus. Here we have a picture from farther, and you can see as well, and we have Al-Ariel at the top. And here, yeah, Al-Ariel, maybe it's breaking a little bit the color of the rest, but because it's on the top and on the corner, it's not breaking the uniformity of the army. At the end, she is the goddess. Okay, here we have the pictures. Really a nice army, very well painted. And the board was very interesting. Making this type of podium board helps a lot to expose the army very well. Here I wanted to make a closer picture of Al-Ariel on the scarab. This is a picture. There was quite a nice atmosphere all the day. And this is the army I presented. If you follow my channel, I guess you know this army. I presented the knights, and I put at the end some of the mechanicum type of terrain with the galvanic servo howlers. Okay, this picture is better focused. So yeah, maybe I should have put something else here on the front, but to be fair, I was focusing on painting the army and adding some terrain. But now, seeing this picture, I have to put something more on the front, because it looks quite empty. So yeah, this is my army again. And now here we can see the picture, the people voting. So yeah, let me talk about. Let me show you the rest of the armies. But here you can see again the people voting. It was very nice atmosphere, very good, army. So here we see a Daughters of Cain army, and yeah, he would like, and the person told me that he would like to have more painted. He realized that he has not too many troops painted, but yeah, he has a big Stormcast army, but he preferred to come with the Daughters of Cain. He used the water effects to make all this type of purple pools, and at the end he did, he integrated quite well the board with the bases. So on, the army was looking well integrated with the display board, right? And then we have the different Sisters of Cain. Here the hair is looking more red than what is in real life. It was more pinkish, but it was nicely painted. And as well, we have I forgot forgot the name of the lady, the big character of the Daughters of Cain. We have it here, Moratti, yeah. Here we have it here and here, and yeah, it was nicely painted. Then he realized he moved this lady on the top, of making more sense. Oh, sorry for the blurry picture. Yeah, I wanted to make the light was not good, and the camera was having problems to make nice pictures. But here we have the Cauldron of Blood, very nicely painted as well. I think he did a very nice job on the paint job. And this is the Medusa. The Medusa also, he told me that he was using a scale 75 to help on the transition of the colors. The scale 75, because half retardant, helps a lot to do blending. So nicely painted army as well. And then there was a Space Wolf, and these armies that you see now, they arrived later, so they had the handicap that they will receive. They were exposed less time than other armies, because they are this rotation is more or less around 12, and they arrive about 2 o'clock, right? So they lost some time for the voting, and this is a handicap. To be fair, it was supposed to start at 10. Because here we see Space Wolf with some snow effects. I like a lot how he paint the vehicle. Never remember the name of the vehicle. So on, quite nicely as well painted army. So here we see also the rhino with all this snow. But yeah, I like the dirt effect he did on the big tank. Here we see one of the wolf riders. He also had the wolfing somewhere, and then it's quite a nice army. Okay, here we see overall picture, and then this is a person that presented a very small army here from the Blood Angels. Okay, yeah, but another picture of the Sylvaneth. This is you can see a picture later on when the people were voting and taking scoring, and here we see the Tau army. This is a young blood army. So this is done by quite a young boy, and he did a Tau army as well with this red and grays, and it was quite nicely painted and very clean paint job. So yeah, the position was not the best because he arrived the last one and was just next to the window, not on the main table with the other, but yeah, but the army it's quite good, and it's always nice to see that the armies are painted. Okay, and then he's also combining this blue to break a little bit the uniformity of the red. Is a good idea as well. So here we go. We see the trophies. So let me explain how was the score. So for you were scoring Age of Sigmar and 40k armies separately. Okay, and then you were scoring for different topics, and the topics were best painted, best theme, best board, and best monster. Okay, so there were 5 categories by 2, so in total were 10, right? So let me repeat: is best painted, best monster or vehicle or war machine, best theme, best board, and I think I'm missing something. These were the different categories. Okay, so now we are going to see the prizes, and the prizes were these are, and then of course the ones that are having more scores on all the categories. The one that having the most is gold, silver, and bronze, and then this is for the best monster in Age of Sigmar. No, this is for the best painted in Age of Sigmar, best painted army. This is the best monster or vehicle in 40k. This is the best army painted on 40k, and then the other categories were receiving a very nice painting. So this type of things. These are A3 size paint jobs. Okay, the very nice artwork. So it was quite a nice prize as well, this type of paint jobs. So we go for the Youngblood, and the Youngblood, he received one of these envelopes with the artwork, what I consider quite nice to receive as well, for the Tau army. Then we have the best display or the best board, okay, and this was for the this Death Army, and I think it's well deserved. There was a very nice, the board was quite nicely done, and I think was the most worked board we had on the competition today. The best team army was for this Stonecast Eternal 3 people army, and I think it's well deserved. There are a lot of conversions. It's an army that it's unique, so. And yeah, I think it makes justice, right? It's a unique army, very well themed. All the units are very well integrated into the theme, although not being from the same army, and then using humans and converting them to make look more vampires. I think it makes a vibe. So it was very nice as well. The nice conversion of the Celestial Prime. Then the Sylvaneth were bronze on the Army on Parade, and then was the best Age of Sigmar monster and the best Age of Sigmar painted, or best painted Age of Sigmar. And I think it's well deserved. It was very nicely painted, and he had only 3 points less than the next one, that is my army. I've been silver, and then I had the best 40k monster and the best 40k painted army. So very happy. Well, I was very happy with the 3 trophies. And the winner, the best army, or the best overall, the best army on parade, the gold, was for the Death Guard. And I think it's also well deserved. And here, the thing that made me happy is when they told me that the winner, because he was not in the shop during the day as other participants, so he just came at the morning. I have not seen him, and left the army for the competition. But the store manager told me that he's a 16 years old boy. What I consider is great, that a 16-year-old hobbyist is able to reach this level and compete at that level. So I think was well deserved. There was quite good paint jobs, very interesting, and I think the competition was quite tough at the end. I think the votes are legit and everything went well, and I was very happy. It was a very fun and interesting day. So on. That's all. That's all for this. And here we see we are almost. They are not the 13 participants here, but we are almost all of us. So you can see we were very happy. We really enjoyed the day. We were a little bit tired after being all the day standing up around here. I left for lunch and so on, but it was an enjoyable day. Okay. So really happy with the day, and that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please leave in the comments below. Let me know what do you think. But this is the Armies on Parade 2018 at Games Workshop store of Brussels. Really enjoyable day, and I think now the format is much better. It worked quite well. Yeah, I know that it's popular vote, but you have to know that. Okay. I don't think the votes were depending on the friends in that shop. At least in this shop, there were a lot of people coming and giving the legit vote, and I see people looking in very detail how the armies were painted, how the armies were displayed. There were people taking really a good amount of time to give a fair vote. So happy, and that's all for now. So please leave in the comments below. Let me know what do you think. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.